weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 6. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
This will be fielded at the 17. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And it will be Falcon football.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by their 6th-year quarterback.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
Well, they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Falcons at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Bot Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Alexander. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
On second down, Gant.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Right back to him on first down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 23 carries, 93 yards, and a score.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third down, Gant. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try and run for it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it'll be first down Eagles.
Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Off the play fake, Alexander. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. Look at the big man rumble. The 20. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Now the try here for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Takes it at the 7. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive. Alexander. Smith catches left side.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Here's a 2nd and 7. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man. Second time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again, and how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On third down, Alexander. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now. You remember last week they defeated the Carolina Panthers here. Good momentum. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Falcons first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And they run the option on 2nd down. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the Falcons first down.
Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
They'll look to throw here. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Out of the gun now on third down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On first down,
Gant.
and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Alexander. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Complete to number 87. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw on second down. Alexander looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Alexander. They'll roll him out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, it looked like they marched to the end zone as in a momentary roadblock for that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Back to throw again. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
On the give, this is their fullback.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he comes back with one complete.
And they work this out past the 25. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle to Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll run on first down. Gant. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was the visiting Panthers who were able to come in and get one on the road. Justin Jefferson, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Monarchs looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. Cortland Sutton, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. And the Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. They'll go option to the short side. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this one's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape, because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will extend their lead even further. So little by little, the better of these two sides starting to become more and more apparent.
3 points is not a knockout blow in the third quarter, but when the other guys haven't shown they can do anything, they don't have any points. This is looking pretty good. Maybe not a knockout blow, but a good stiff jab, that's for sure.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. Alexander airing it out deep for Smith. It got his man complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Gant. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. On second down now, Gant. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Cade York on for the field goal. A 61-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and that will keep the deficit at 20.
Partner, this is certainly turning out to be one of those days. Here we are in the second half. They're being shut out. Offense is doing nothing. And you're just saying, please, come on, give us something here to your kicker. But even this is no good.
And here now come the Falcons. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the 1st down before taking the hit.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to it. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
4 yards on the pickup.
On second down, Gant. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down, Alexander. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A big kick that time, 52 yards.
And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Falcons offense set to go. And now you've got the clock winding. Scores to the...
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wild. And here's another completion for good yardage.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Throwing to start the drive. Alexander. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. To throw on 3rd down. Alexander. And he's got his big tight end here.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. Looking to throw. Alexander. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Operating from the gun. Alexander.
Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. On 3rd down, Alexander. And this is going to be incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Falcons are going to get a first.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 4. Being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Throwing to start the drive. Alexander, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
And really, you can't have a better situation than this. 1st and goal at the 1.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he is going to lose yardage here.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. They'll look to throw here. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On 1st and 10, Alexander. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. From the gun on 3rd down, Alexander. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. At 5 yards on the play there, it's a drive will continue.
And the Falcons 1st down.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for our visitors, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1.
And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.